Hello, I am FerrousPilot, and today we're going to be playing some more Pillars of Eternity. Last time around, we died to a bunch of progress. Well, actually, no, we didn't die. Like, all of our party got knocked out, but some people survived, so we're good to go. Apparently, this game doesn't really care about, if you die a couple of times, as long as you don't keep on consistently dying, so that's okay for us. We're going to go around this fence, probably. It's a good idea. I guess we can't hop over it. We don't have mad parkour skills. But that's okay. This wolf, though, man, it's so fast. Tumac, you're awesome, man. Yeah, last time around we replaced a Loth with Sagani and Itumak. We can't forget about Itumak. He's like a fox animal companion type thing, and not to be confused with Fox News or anything like that. But as an animal companion. Okay, Wood and Plains. Let's go to the Edelwen Bridge. Why can we not go to the Edelwen Bridge? I don't understand. We should be able... Oh, because I'm going to the south exit. I should be going to the west exit. And then I'll probably be able to go there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let's go to Edelwen Bridge, and then we can go into the city of Defiance Bay, which is like the Baldur's Gate of Pillars of Eternity. Or the Am of Shadows of Am. Wait, no, it is to Pillars of Eternity, as the city of Am was to Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Am. Also, we're here, we should probably save the game, like I haven't done that in a while. I've only been, abusing quick save, so... Man, I like the art style here, eh? Who are you? Are you gonna talk to us? Can I talk to you? Who are you? Commoner, never mind. I don't talk to commoners. That's not true, by the way. More commoners. Godlike Zenarius Kavakambak. Okay, let's go. Let's go! Just a car. This guy seems like a badass. Okay.
Hail and well met.
What can I do for you? What can you tell me about Defiance Bay? Sorry, but I don't have time right now. But it sounds like dozens crackpot Rowan stirring up trouble again. He'd be all too happy to give you a rundown of the city, liberally favored with dozens propaganda, of course. You seem to be on edge. What's the problem? Thousands of them, truth be told. We got refugees coming in from all parts under some misguided notion that things are actually better here, that the legacy somehow passed us over. So they show up, no prospects and little money, and just end up making things worse. No offense. I'm looking for the Temple of Wodika. Not sure why you want to go there. It's in First Fires if you really want to see it. Goodbye. And good luck to you. Let's talk to this Justicar. He seems like a badass. What is it? I'm looking for the Temple of Wodika. Huh, if you say so, it's in First Fires, just west of the Crucible Keep. Okay. It's in First Fires, just west of the Crucible Keep. Let's go to Copper Lane. Okay, first thing you gotta do every time you walk into a settlement in an RPG is find the nearest, magical weapons shop and buy some magical weapons, which is what we're gonna do, by the way, just in case you weren't aware. Some of you might be unfamiliar.
Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Ah, the irony.
I think it may be time to strike up camp.
Yeah, we'll do that soon enough. Oh, look, it's a dog. Is that a dog or a cat? It's a cat. Never mind. Oh, we can... Okay, I have the best idea.
Defiance Bay. If ever there was a dry field in need of a cleansing flame.
This cat is the most brave cat I've ever seen in my life. There's a goddamn giant wolf in front of it. And it's just going about its business. Holy shit.
Eh? No problem.
Can we allow these atrocities to continue unchecked? No! Rowan's arms are crossed, and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing from the frontier and finding the legacies no better here. Is he supposed to rhyme? Because if he is, that's amazing, and I love you, Obsidian. It's the Animancers, Magran Scorch'em, and they nest in the city like rats. You mark my words, though us dozens are gonna put us down. Okay, never mind. Tell me about the dozens. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of breeding nobles in training these days. Just like the militia, the dozens, except for the training, and the discipline, and the honor code. His eyes gleam. And we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. You have any interest in hearing more, stop by Adamant's Den sometimes, the Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and Animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. What are you doing out here? I'm trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis. Instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animancers dangerous liberties. What do you know about animancy? It's the study of manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. Well, we incinerated a god, so I mean, the Adirans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you could say about them. It's not like the magic, chanting, or soul readings that those ciphers do. It's been around since the ancient Igwithan times, which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with old Igwithan artifacts. Those ciphers? I am a cipher, sir, and I find it offensive that you would say that. Connor raises a fist to cough discreetly into it. Half-truths all, but he's an enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. Trouble is, the Animancers got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit it. I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay. This is the capital of the Free Palatinate of Durwood. We started out as the capital of the Adiran colony, but we booted the Flaccid Scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days we're a major port receiving trade and visitors from all over the world, but we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Andra's Gift, Brackenbury, and Heritage Hall. Tell me about bears and rabbits. This here is Copper Lane. It's primarily a market district, but we've got the Expedition Hall and directly north of here, where you can join treks into the wilds. That's also where my fellow dozens martyrs and I tend to meet up with the concerned citizens. And that's the Hall of Revealed Mysteries, to the west and north of your position. Eerie place if you ask me, but they've got the biggest library in the Durwood. Kana laughs. Eerie indeed. It might be less so if Kit stepped inside. Perhaps we ought to visit Dinglebingle and see just what mysteries are revealed. Tell me about Brackenbury. A noise of disgust rattles in his throat. The nobility that didn't sail back to Adir stayed there. Most of the families there traced their lineage back to the old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got the Hodret House, where Lady Webb and her spies operate, and Blackberry Sanitarium, the main cesspit of animancy in this city. He spits on the cobblestones. Tell me about Forest Fires. That's where the revolution started, hence the name. These days it's overrun with politicians and panderers, but we'll take it back someday. That's where you'll find the Ducal Palace, the Valiant Embassy, and the Crucible Keep. He shakes his head. The Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay, but now they're just strutting peacocks with their eyes on fancy titles and heads up in their asses. There's an old temple of Wadika there, too. We keep it real nice for her. Wink, wink. Tell me about Andra's Gift. Got the name because it was a wetland that drained back in the Imperial days. Now it's a seedy district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs. But it's a fun place, too, if you know where to look. He winks and elbows you. Look for a place called the Salty Mast. When you're there, other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes. Salty Mast. Good one, Obsidian. Tell me about Heritage Hall. It used to be one of the most prestigious districts in the city. Heroes of the Revolution claimed plots up there, next to an ancient Igwithan tower and the city cemetery. Had the best views in Defiance Bay. Attracts richer types than these days. Lot of animancy patrons. He spits. He glances at the crowd and lowers his voice. You wouldn't have heard, but something happened over there a couple of months ago. The authorities sealed it off, and they're keeping their mouths shut. But mark my words, animancy's to blame. All right, never mind. Let's talk about something else. Okay, I guess the only thing we were able to talk about, we've already talked about, so that's fine. Can we steal this, or are we going to get, shot in the face hole? Let's try it out. What is this? Karo Golan. Let's take it. Nobody seems to care. Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. Wow, look, there's a goose and fox. This is like an inn, and then there's like Brackenbury, which is like the Brackenbury, and this is the catacombs, which is like catacombs. And this is first fires, and this is Scrivener's dormitory. Hall of revealed mystery. Lumdala's house. World map. Prentice's gem. Marketplace. This is where we want to go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. This is the inn. The Goose and Fox. But no. Oh, please tell me it's closed. It's not closed in the nighttime. Yeah!
Hail,
up, Laura?
traveler.
Enchanted scrolls are garb. No, I'm not, actually. You know what? This is the exact type of thing that I should be doing off screen. So, I will do exactly that, and I will see you when I'm done. Alright, so I did some shopping and stuff, and there wasn't a lot that I really purchased. I bought some food items, and I got this ring called the Seal of Faith that I'm going to put on Durant here, because it allows him to use one additional spell of levels 1, 2, and 3, which is, like, right now, he can only cast up to level 3 spells, so it's a pretty good ring, all things considered. Also, apparently Ader wants to talk to us, so we're going to do that right now.
Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Said there'd be less of them.
Why do they call themselves the Dozens? Was 12 dear Woodens stood outside Halgot's citadel waiting for Waidwin to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate, so that's what they did. What did you have against the Dozens? Ah, nothing serious. Nothing I couldn't have I don't have against a lot of folks anyways. The Dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home there. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted, and I feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Magrin, too, when they especially want to feel right. I mean, is Kevin Durant a dozen? Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. This is what Kevin Durant tells me. I'm sure she'd like to set him on fire anytime they use her name, but the gods probably got rules against that kind of thing. People hide behind symbols so they can't be questioned. The Duke's a reasonable man. Maybe while we're in Defiance Bay, we can get him to force people to call themselves what they are. Don't imagine they'd have many members if they called themselves the loudmouth sheep fuckers. Yeah, we know. I saw that. Let's go on.
Eh?
I don't know why that conversation was necessary, but evidently it was. What is this place? Amadeth's Expedition Hall. This is like the place where the Dozens live. Let's go to the Goose and Fox. We need to rest a little bit anyways, so yeah, it's a good idea. Let's turn on the D for a second so we can get here relatively quickly. Alright. Let's go. Effects that modify the same statistic will often suppress each other. In those cases, the game only uses the highest bonus of that type. I did not know that. More of these guys that I'm not interested in. Actress and patron. Let's talk to the actress. You'll find all sorts here. Everyone's a philosopher. Okay. Is it a lion? Yeah. It's the Stelgear. Can I just like go in and steal their alcohol? And then I think that's a bad idea.
How do you do?
Here for a drink? It's a lively place. It was founded in the early days of Derwooden independence by a traveling scholar named Erol of Levy. He wanted a place where kith of all background could gather and hash out issues facing their new country. It didn't take long for the place to fill up. Brackenbury aristocrats argued with dock workers from the Gift, while soldiers wrangled with politicians. Derwoodens have never been known to turn down an argument. You can imagine things got interesting. Soon kith were coming from all the farms and settlements too. This place got even more popular with the valiant sailors than the salty mast, and that was the problem. No matter what people say about fair-mindedness and civil debate, there's only so much people will tolerate. Erol found himself on the wrong side of an argument with the wrong Thane, and when he disappeared a few days later, some said it was the work of that Thane. But Erol knew which way the wind was blowing. If you ask me, he skipped town, hid out somewhere hoping for rational minds to prevail in Defiance Bay. If only he could see it now. Tell me about yourself. I'm not interested in Bishop. Can I get a room? Yeah. I don't need like athletics and mechanics and all that kind of fancy stuff. I just need like a normal room. Although, what kind of companions can we hire now? Can we hire like level 5? Level 4? Seriously? We are level 4 too, I think. No, we're level 5. Yeah, so okay. Let's just stay here in the peasant room. We're peasants. Yeah? Okay, good. Maybe we can talk to some people if they're not all just goofuses. Hey, this looks like a quest giver to me. Person with a name. A woman sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her, and watching it with furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin, but it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. Sounds like a top, dude. She snatches it up with one hand and slams an empty cup down on the table with the other. This is not a good time. You look like you could use another drink. I'll get there. She takes a long drink from her glass, just trying to calm down and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Something foolish? She says nothing for a few moments as if hoping you'll leave. At last, Kainra looks up at you, and lamplight falling across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. There's something I need to give my fiancé, Pernisk. Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Tell me about his new friends. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool, I know what it means. Pernisk makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious what they came to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out, let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, but not under my roof. And then they punched her in the face hole. Svef changes you, I guess. The Pernisk I knew wouldn't have squashed a spider. Never thought he'd. I thought Svef made people lay around not doing much. I don't really know. Seemed better than believing he'd always been this way. Maybe I could go talk to him? There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just want to give this back to him and we can have a clean break. She opens her hand and a ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go there back there myself, I know what'll happen. I'll lose my temper. I'll probably wind up with another one of these. I'll take this ring to Pernisk then. The house is north of here. Just please don't hurt him. As fierce as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. Well, if he attacks me, I will return in kind, but alright. Dwarf and Orland debate philosophy on the other side of the curtain. Okay, that's pretty cool. Everyone's a philosopher. Let's go and steal stuff from the kitchen. Yay! Let's save first, because save scumming is cool. Poultry is nice. Yes! A bartender's ring. Gives you more defense when stunned and when prone. I don't know what defense means, but okay. We'll take it all right. Wait. Who are you? Why are you picking the locks? You're not supposed to be the one picking locks. It's supposed to be freaking Dingle Bingle, man. Aw, damn it. Okay. Put the ring. I probably put it in here. Yeah. Oh well. We'll give it to Sharknado for now. It's not that useful of a ring, honestly, so it's not that big of a deal. But hey, it's kind of useful, so it's kind of a big deal. Makes sense, right? I like this guy like stooping around drunk. Okay, let's go upstairs. Gotta love towns in RPGs. Lots of stuff to do, lots of quests to do. They're fun. Also, we got this like meaningless fetch quest about this lady and her husband. Dreadshot Daedon and Hurdy and Ilfa. And Key and Waxton Toll and Weasel. Two-Tone Weasel. An Orlan man relaxes with his feet propped on the table. Patches of dark brown skin peek out from under a full mane of blue-green hair. He and the Orlan woman with him exchange laughs and comments with the trio at a nearby table, and he spins a dagger in his hand. His hazel eyes watch you. You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds. Join us for a drink? Who are all of you? The name's Two-Tone Weasel, and the lady next to me is Key. We've had our fun with the expeditions, but we were hoping to join a little peace and quiet. For the next few weeks, anyway. The man at the next table nods. I'm Dreadshot Daedon, and this is Hurdy and Ilfa. We were together, part of separate expedition teams, but we both suffered losses and decided to band together. He takes several items off his fingers. Beasts, barbarians, Beowicks. It's a dangerous time to be an adventurer, but a prosperous one. At the next table, Didon raises his glass. And here's to many more prosperous journeys. Is there something else you wanted? No. That was the most... what was the point of that, game? That was the biggest waste of time I've ever seen in my life. I've run into all of those things on my own. I don't need these people to tell... These guys are probably going to attack me if I steal their shit. I think so, so I'm not going to steal their shit. However, in this place, there's nobody to see me steal shit, so I'm going to steal their shit. Stop picking locks, Durant. That's not your job. Okay. People in here, again, probably going to attack me if I steal their shit. And nobody in here, which means nobody's going to attack me if I steal their shit. And there's a journal. The most unfortunate tale of Fabia and Bernia, a villain tragedy. This is just a storybook, which we will steal, but, you know, I'm not happy about it. I wonder if they'll, like, attack us if we just look at what they have and then we decide whether or not we want to steal it. Right? We're just looking. Look, I'm not interested in what you have to sell. See? They're reasonable people. They're okay with people snooping in on their shit. They just don't want us to steal it. That's fine. We can still get experience from it, though. Yeah. I'm not interested in these, like, silver finnings that you have. They're yours, my friend. I would never take your things because I respect you as a human being. Unless you've got some, like, enchanted loot. In that case, I am stealing it, and I don't care what you say. Alright, let's go. Pillars of Eternity has been localized in several languages. Oh, right, this game has a big head mode. You can turn it on, and then everybody has a big head. It's freaking hilarious. I should turn it on as soon as this loading screen is over. Hold on. I'm not going to, like, leave it on for the entire game, but it's kind of funny. Where is it? Where's the big head mode? There's the gibs. There's font ligatures. I don't know what that means, but big heads. Yeah. Yes. Good times. Oh my god. That's really dumb. Even the animals have big heads.
No problem.
Oh my god. Okay, what do we need to do anyways? Right, we need to go and talk to What's-Her-Face's husband and punch him in the face. He's in Copper Lane, which is probably right there. Okay, we'll go there. With big head mode activated. I like it. Oh man, that's amazing. I don't know which Kickstarter backer decided to create that, but it was a good job done. I have to say. Excellent work. 10 out of 10. Would play again. There are addicts and mercenaries. Let's talk to the mercenary. Feel free to make yourself comfortable down here. Top floor is off limits. A lot of addicts. This is like a den of addicts, man. What's happening? Am I imagining this? Yeah, you are. Why are there a bunch of mercenaries? The heck is going on? You can turn back right around. Lower floor is all yours, but nobody goes upstairs. Why not? Because you'll be breathing through new holes in your neck. Fine, I'll be going. Why can't we just attack them? I don't understand. Oh, there's Pernisk. Okay.
How do you do?
The man before you flashes you a toothy and unpleasant grin. Well now, a new face. Welcome, friend. Name's Pernisk, and this is my humble abode and place of business. And I do hope you're here to do some business. Seems like a lot of guards for one man. You must be popular. Sure, right. Very perceptive. This business attracts some less pleasant types. Sometimes the clientele gets a little pushy. And every so often, someone even turns out to be snooping into things they shouldn't. And lessons have to be taught. I'm sure you're too smart to get wrapped up in all of that, of course. I keep it simple. If you have the coin, I have the svef. If you're willing to make use of the promises, you're free to make use of the premises so long as you don't do anything stupid and you don't go tangling with the other customers. Now, what can I get you? Karen asked me to give this to you. Nice. What's this for? No wonder Karen has left you. Oh yeah, I see now. She's making a statement, is she? Good riddance to her then. Sorry I ever spent the coin to begin with. Now, is that all? Is that, like, I don't know, am I supposed to, like, be a hero here and be like, oh, you should have been like, yeah, this is your grandmother's ring, motherfucker. Alright, I'll be going now, bye. Uncover what happened at Pernisk's house in Copper Lane. Alright, fine. I guess that's, like, more of a journey. But there's something peculiar about this situation. Man, fucking okay game, I'll do it. Let's...
Yeah.
Maybe we can, like, be stealthy? I don't think that's an option. Maybe we can be, like, talkative, though. Let's talk.
Welcome.
Why are you... Who are you? Durant, why are you in the fucking front instead of
Hey.
Ader, who is, like, the guy who's supposed to be in the front? What's going on? What the hell just happened? Like, seriously. Don't mess my formation up. Okay.
Greetings.
Let's talk about Kierna. Really don't know when to drop the subject, do you? Seems a difficult thing to forget, giving your own grandmother's ring to someone. Maybe she's just not worth remembering, eh? While you're here, playing lapdog for her and all, why don't you go back and tell her to keep clear of here? Now, is that all? How dare you hit your own fiancé? How can you live with yourself? She was asking for it, sort of like you right now. Maybe you ought to quit digging into affairs that don't concern you. Me, I got business to get back to. Doors that way. Something's not right here. I don't plan on leaving until I find out what's going on, because I'm a nosy-ass adventurer. Then you won't be leaving at all, friend. I was tired of wearing this face anyhow. Guards, to me! Hey, who's this wizard? Nerid. Okay. Well, Nerid, you're in a bad spot because our friend here is about to fuck your day up.
What?
Use a magic missile. Luckily, we have Itumik to back us up here. And who is this? Dingle Bingle. Nice, dude. Alright, you know what, Dingle Bingle? You got this, son. You actually don't got this in the least, but you know what? Somebody here has got this. In a second, anyways.
Yes?
We'll wait for a second. We can do that. Okay, that's good. Alright, Itumak, you got this?
Point the way.
Why don't you mark this guy's your prey? And why don't you fuck the shit out of this barbarian after you go into frenzy? Yeah, nicely done. Okay, go fuck this shit out of this barbarian. You, sir, you can do nothing. Just sit around and maybe attack this guy. Yeah, get fucked. Okay, we need to provide some defense for our melee fighter here. We're gonna have her probably do this sort of thing.
Yes?
And maybe Dingle Bingle, like he's got a lot of stuff. You know what? I got an idea. Why don't you dominate some guy over there? Now, don't dominate that guy. He has barely any HP remaining. Dominate like this guy. He seems strong. Yeah, that didn't work, but okay. Durant, you know what, Durant? You should be giving us Circle of Protection? Oh yeah, that seems real nice. Yeah, nicely done. What the hell, did somebody just do a fireball or some shit? I have no idea. Why is Nereid like freaking unkillable right now? What's going on with these guys doing like Shadow Rush and shit? That's kind of annoying. Okay, you know what?
Yes?
Two can play at this game. Let's use a Scroll of Protection. Plus 5x duration for hostile effects. Plus 0.5x duration. That's good because we've got a lot of hostile effects. But you know what? Probably a better idea. Doing something like this and just freezing everybody. It's probably more useful, all things considered. Yeah. Seems like a better idea. This is Kana. Is this Dingle Bingle? Oh my
Your
god.
word.
Kana, why don't you attack this guy? Speaking of, actually, let's turn this into even more of a clusterfuck. Let's just summon like a bunch of skeletons right here.
Hey,
Okay, dude, what are you doing? Okay, stop. Nereid staggers back, a bloody hand in front of him. I give up. Just leave. I'll go peacefully, alright? Why do we not have an option to say okay? Alright, fine. Alright, guys, attack this guy. Dingle Bingle, where are you? Are you, like, engaged in, like, the shit right now? Yeah, you are, man. You're fucked. I can't really help you out here. Kevin Durant maybe can actually do something for you. Speaking of which, why don't you use an iconic projection? Fuck everybody, stay up. Yeah, nicely done. Itumak is just, like, holding down right now. I kind of think he's totally awesome. Okay. Let's just, like, unload on this guy. And, you know, in the meantime, why don't you go ahead and freeze this guy out, help out Itumak a little bit while you can. This mercenary is like a little bitch, but Kana will kill his face, so that's fine. And you know what? He'll summon some skeletons, actually. Yeah, get fucked.
On your word.
Alright, this guy's dead. So, we killed him. That was fine. Let's get his spell book. It's a grimoire. Okay, we'll just put this shit on our stash. It's a fine robe. I don't know anybody who could use that. No, not really. Let's just take it all. Yeah, let's just take it all. It's fine. You found a new grimoire. I understand the concept. I kind of do like the grimoire system, if I'm honest with you, but that's fine.
Sure.
Let's see what lies this way.
Let's open up this lock. That's right, I want a Dingle Bingle to open it up. So now we're just like burglarizing their house instead of actually, we were supposed to just like peacefully deliver a ring. And instead, it turned out that this guy was like a wizard or something. So yeah. I guess when we go upstairs, we're gonna find out that actually the guy was like trapped or some shit like that. Oh, there are more mercenaries, okay. Well, that's alright with me. My friend, go up here and defend yourself. And, my friend, use this. Yeah, okay, good. Everybody, attack. Except for you. You shall attack here.
Point
And you
away.
shall switch over to your bow. And instead of doing that, you shall Hunter's Mark.
Can't get a good shot.
Yeah. How can you not? Itumak, you should be attacking people in the face. Good job. Sharknado, you should be attacking people in the face. Oh my god, stop teleporting around, dude. Seriously. Makes it really hard to kill you. Whoa, these guys had like good stuff. Small shield, fine stiletto, fine spear, actually. What's her face? I forget. Whatever she's called. She can use the stiletto, not the stiletto. She could use the fine spear. Spear is good. And fine greatsword. Maybe we could have Sharknado use that. And the other stuff. Whoa, what's this rusty bronze key? Oh, okay, it's a key to stuff in Pernisk's house. That's fine. We'll just take the rest of this stuff. And okay. Yeah, Sagani could use the spear because she's got peasant weapon specialization. So that's pretty good. It's accurate and it's fine. But this I think is also accurate and it's fine. And does piercing damage instead of slashing damage. Which is probably actually good because the hatchet does slashing damage. So we can have like a slashing and a piercing damage type mixture. And also I really like the idea of using like a spear and a hatchet together. I think it's cool. So yeah, there are a lot of reasons for what I did. And I still think this S-Stock is like way better than this Fine Greatsword, all things considered. And even if the Fine Greatsword was better, we have Justice, which is just like a better version of it. So yeah, this Greatsword is going to go into there.
Sure.
And we're going to steal some stuff. Sir Waidwin, farmer becoming god. Kind of want to read about this, but maybe not right now. We'll take their stuff though. We're going to steal all of their stuff because why not? That's why we're here. Yeah. Please no traps. No traps, but that's a lot of loosh. I wonder if the game will like notice that we stole all their stuff. It'll be funny. Well, I could probably blame it on the looters, right? Oh, look, it's Pernisk! Yay! A man lies bound and bloodied on the floor before you. Also, it's like super freaking... I went overtime. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.